What's up, everybody? Adam with Hill Vending. How is it going, everyone? Looks like the lighting here in Tampa Bay today is wonderful. So that is great. Hope everybody is well. Today, I'm going to be answering some more questions. Been getting a lot of good feedback from everybody watching. Appreciate you watching and subscribing to the channel. So, the 4 questions that I will be going over today on Vending YouTube. Number 1, from the Swole Hip Hop Head. Should you buy your machines first or find a location first? That's question number 1. Very good question. Should you get the machines or the location? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? We're going to get into that today. Number 2, from ALXD. I missed his question on the previous live stream, so I'm going to get to that today. Is an RV park a good location? It has a clubhouse next to a pool with 1,000 residents. Got some thoughts on that for you. Number 3, do you eat a lot of the snacks on the truck when you're vending or even in the warehouse right now? I'd be munching all day. So we're going to answer that. Is that even allowed? Is that allowed? We're going to find out. And finally, do you scrap any Dixie Narco E machines? So Dixie Narco E machines, want to find out if we scrap any of those. We did scrap a single price Dixie Narco. Just left my, oh geez, left it in there. That's all right. We're going to go right over here. Hope everybody's doing well. This live stream is sponsored by Dishes and Fishes on YouTube, where they teach you how to set hooks and cook. So if you're interested in that, go subscribe on YouTube. I'm not sure if that's their tagline. I butchered it, so they may revoke our sponsorship. So please go to Dishes and Fishes. We do not want to lose our sponsorship. Dishes and Fishes on YouTube. And comment on the latest video. Go ahead and subscribe. Say Hill Vending sent you so he knows, so we don't lose our sponsorship, okay? Because I'm just trying to learn how to fish, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. So, okay, question number 1. Again, we're not sponsored by Coca-Cola. Should you buy your machines first or find a location? Very good question. Well, if you're just starting out and you have no experience with machines, that can be a tricky question, because if you get the location, but you don't know how to operate the machines, you're going to install it and you're going to be learning on the job. Okay, so like right here, we have machines that we can price, program, test out, change the coils, change the configuration. If you don't have the luxury of having a warehouse and having machines, I would recommend going to a local area or a local vending salesman or a place that sells vending machines in your area and testing them out, because you want to get a feel for what type of brands you like, what type of machines you want. But at the end of the day, locations, if you have a place to store your machines, that's great. The other problem is if you get a location where they want the machines, the size of your machine may not fit. For example, there's 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide snack machines. If you go out and buy a 5 wide snack machine, but the doorway that it will fit through or the space that it is going to ultimately call home is too small, you're not going to be able to use that machine. So it's always best, in my opinion, to have a location so you can have measurements, you can have doorways, and then you can go get the machine. But you need to have some experience with those machines. So whether that's going to a local vending shop or talking to somebody in your area and finding out if you can test those machines, that's important. So also, if you're watching the replay or watching live, drop your comments down below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So to answer your question, Swole Hip Hop Head, you want to find a location because the location will determine what machines will go in. Now, the live stream yesterday got cut off. Got a phone call and it cut off my live stream. I figured out how to fix that. We were talking about combo machines. Okay, the only combo machine that I recommend is an AMS refrigerated combo machine, meaning the entire cabinet is refrigerated. I would have 6 trays, 3 snack, 3 bottle or can. Okay, so everything's refrigerated, because then you can configure that if you get a bigger location or whatever you need. These little combo machines, these little healthy vending machines, these little healthy for you or whatever their little gimmick is, to me, is not worth it. I do not recommend it because the amount of product that they hold is so minuscule that if it's a good location, you're going to be having to go every day to fill it up. And if it's a bad location, they're not even going to sell through. They don't hold enough capacity. So that's the answer to that. Let's see here. Mike Pablo, how many locations do you have? I'm from Philadelphia. I have 25. It's probably 25 degrees in Philadelphia, but thanks for hopping on here, Mike. So we fluctuate between 30 to 40 locations, but we have 120 machines. That's another point. The number of locations is not as important as the quality of the location. I'd rather have 10 machines that do $1 million, okay? Because then you can just go to those machines. The more machines, the more coin mechs that can break down, the more dollar bill jams, the more headache, the more traveling, okay? When I started 7 years ago, was going all over the place. Here in Tampa Bay, going all multiple counties. Just a big headache. Now we are in one county. The farthest machine away from us, actually the account that went national, which I talked about in the previous live stream, was the farthest one. It was about 30, well, it was still about 30 minutes. So we're actually 25 minutes, just say 30 minutes from our farthest location. From this warehouse right here, if we leave and go any direction, we're 30 minutes from the farthest machine. So what is that for? Service, so that you can get to the machines and you can service them if something comes up. So I hope that answers your question there. Was there anything else? I'm from Philadelphia. Let's see, I have 30 more machines in a warehouse. I've been in business since last February. Interesting. So I wonder what kind of machines you have and what's your plan to get those out. Because obviously last February, that was right before COVID hit in March. And I got news for you. These companies that can work from home, that can keep working from home, are going to continue to save money and have their employees from work from home. These big cities like Philadelphia, these cities where people realize, okay, I don't have to live in the city anymore to go to my job. I can go out in the suburbs. I can go out into the country and do my job and have a bigger house and not be in a little box in the city. They're going to start spreading out. So these vending locations that were in the cities might not be as good as they once were. So I would not recommend, offices or anything that can be outsourced when that happens. Obviously, there's still going to be business in these cities, but just be aware of that. Question number 2. Appreciate you guys hopping on and watching. Go ahead and smash the like button, and we'll get to question number 2. Is an RV park a good location? The clubhouse, I guess it would go in a clubhouse next to a pool, and there was 1,000 residents. To me, I would take if that was a location that called and there was 1,000 people, I would be putting a vending machine there. Now, you can start with a drink machine, and then expand to a snack machine. I'm guessing if it's inside, you wouldn't have to have you could put a snack machine in there because of the weather. But 1,000 people, that's a lot of people. Now, RV parks, apartment buildings, sometimes the problem with that can be people do their grocery shopping. They go to the store and buy a 12-pack of Coke. They're not going to go down to the clubhouse to buy a drink when they live there because they have it in their home or in their RV. But like I always say, if you buy quality equipment and the account doesn't work out, just like one of our accounts that had, they said they have 100 people there, put in a 5-wide and a 721 drink machine. Come to find out, they're doing $5 a day right now. They're doing $5 a day with over $8,000 worth of equipment. That's not good. That's not good. So, but it's quality equipment. What do I mean when I say quality equipment? Let me show you some quality equipment on an account that we just lost last week, okay? Right here. This is a quality machine. It's got the credit card reader. It's got iVend. It's got your upgraded bill and coin, okay? I'm a big fan of Conlux CoinMex right there. That's called a 5-tube Conlux CoinMex. That's a Conlux bill validator. Actually, let's see if there's any money. No. All the money's gone. Okay, it's dual coil. It's got the iVend. That's quality equipment. Now, if you put that in at the RV park, and let's say it doesn't work out, what's your plan? What's your exit plan? Do you have a warehouse to pull the machine to? Do you have another location to install that? For example, that machine is going to be going to a nursing home that has a 4-wide that they're absolutely destroying right now. You can't, it's being obliterated. They're wiping it out. So I'm gonna put a bigger machine in there and gonna pull that back. Okay, so the RV park, yes, I would be putting machines in if there's 1,000 people. Yes, I would try to get a drink machine and a snack machine, and who knows, you may need more. Question number 3. I forgot the name, Abraham, I think. Do you eat lots of snacks? I'd be munching all day. Well, this is one of our snacks right here, drinks, you know. If you want to have a drink, if you want to have a snack. The problem is, we were actually talking about this. I was talking to this with Mike today, Big Mike. You guys know Big Mike. That after a certain point, it's like working at a restaurant. Sometimes you're not really interested in that food anymore. Sometimes after you've had 10 packs of M&M peanuts, it doesn't really hit the same way that it used to, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you've had the Chick-fil-A sandwich every day for a month, maybe you don't want a Chick-fil-A sandwich anymore. Maybe the smell of a Chick-fil-A sandwich isn't there. So that's that. Not, you can, every now and then, grab something. You know, waters, gotta stay hydrated, especially down here in Florida. Stay hydrated, but you would be surprised, you're not really tempted all the time because you're around it so much. And after a certain period, you don't really want to have another pack of goldfish, or you don't want to have another pack of M&M peanuts. So hope that answers that. Question number 4. Let me see if we have any comments here on the live chat. Let's see. I have 30 more machines. Mike, I lost 12 locations since COVID hit. Sorry to hear that. That unfortunately is a reality of the situation. That when they turn the switch off on the economy, there's going to be consequences, and that's one of them. So just as long as you have quality equipment, hopefully you can regroup, come up with a strategy, identify some accounts, go talk to these accounts, figure out how you can get your machines into that account. The difference between vending and these other route-based businesses, let's say a bread route or a Pepperidge Farm route, which if you have any experience with those, let me know. I'd like to know in the comments because I'd like to learn more about that. So if you know, or if you have had any other kind of route, I'd like to learn more about that. So let me know down below in the comments. Pepperidge Farm, Lance Snyder routes, Mission Tortilla routes. The difference with those type of routes that I have seen so far that's different from vending, in vending, you are not guaranteed a location. Meaning in the route side of it, in the, let's say Pepperidge Farm, you have a protected territory. So you cannot lose that territory. I'm sure you could do something like you should not fill the shelves or do something to lose the territory. But in vending, a new boss could come in and say, I don't like the shoes you're wearing, and you need to leave, okay? And people will say, well, you can have a contract, and the contract will save you. Good luck with that. It'll save you for only so long, and then you'll never get the account back because you were fighting with them. So with a other kind of route, you have a protected territory which could possibly, be definitely a benefit as opposed to vending, where vending is more wild and wide open. So let's see here. Mike, appreciate you watching. Appreciate the engagement there. The combos I use is a Wittern 3549. Okay, I'd have to look that up. Again, we don't really go with, the only combos we use are refrigerated AMS configured as a combo. Combo machines they just hold too little product and they're not profitable the way we run our operation. If they work for other people, that's great. Okay, last question. Do you scrap any Dixie Narco e-machines? For those of you that don't know, Dixie Narco e-machine is a drink machine. The one on the video previous to this, I talk about, we scrapped a Dixie Narco that was a single price machine. So single price machines are pretty much obsolete. The Dixie Narco E machines are not obsolete. You can add the credit card, newer bill and coin to them. So we do not scrap them. We do have some Dixie Narco E machines on the route. But again, we prefer, and the majority of our drink machines are the Vendo 721, 621. That's the general setup. So let's see what else here. Now, this frozen machine here, this is a frozen machine. I'm gonna try and, it's not working. I would not recommend coffee, and I would not recommend frozen machines. Nothing but headaches. Let's see here. They keep me running, but they do over 1,000 a month. Well, that's good. That's good. I hope that those are working for you. Awesome. So those are the questions in this live stream. If you guys have any more questions and you're watching the replay, drop them down in the comments. Hit the like button, and we'll get to them on the next stream. Appreciate you guys watching. Let's see, we've got one here. I've got a, how do I go about finding someone selling vending machines in my area? My Google search always pulls up companies doing vending. Okay, you can go on, where are you located? Let me know where you're located. But you can go on different sites. So if you go on, there's a site called, I think it's routeforsales.net or .com, routes for sale. You can put in your state and you can see, okay, yeah, if you go to Minnesota, Google routeforsale.com, .net, something like that. It'll have a drop-down menu and you can put in the different type of routes. Also, check on, you can go on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Go to, the old-fashioned way too. Go to Sam's Club, go to these distributors, and when you see a vending truck, when you see someone in a box truck that's, excuse me, the pollen here is starting to drop, guys. The pollen is about to come down here in the bay. Go to Sam's Club. If you see a box truck and they're loading in 50 packs and a bunch of stuff, start up a conversation. Talk with them. Maybe they're interested. If I talk to someone and maybe they want a location, sure, maybe we could make a deal and sell a location. So, but routes for sale, there's a couple other ones that you can check out online. But call some of those vending companies in your area, the smaller ones in your area. I think Minnesota, I know Minneapolis, I think Canteen's taken over there. I'm not sure. I think that's what I heard. But I would start there. Try out that route and try out that website and let me know how it works out for you. But yeah, Craigslist. You can check Craigslist. You can check where else. Sometimes people are selling on like OfferUp, or there's other kind of other websites out there. So yeah, awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys watching, and if you have any questions, let me know. But until next time, keep your drinks cold and your snacks fresh.